What does AI think of my videos? So for those of you who don't know, there's this feature where you can ask an AI to summarize a video or ask questions about it. I assume this is intended for tutorials, but really it just takes watch time away from creators, which is the one thing you really need as a creator. So I'm starting to think it's just YouTube trying to cram Gemini down all our throats like every other AI for some reason. You guys realize people don't like AI, right? But more importantly, I noticed that it's on one of my newer videos, and that got me thinking, what does AI think of my content? Now the first thing I noticed is that it took the main character's name, Tim, and changed it to Jim. Now the questions are interesting. For those of you who haven't seen the video yet, it's basically just about a Freddy Krueger kind of character retiring, and it's a fun little comedy sketch. So let's see what questions it has. Why does Jim hate the Hat Man? Spoiler alert, he doesn't. So, in the short, basically, I have this one kid who's this stand-in for iPad babies, and he refers to Tim as the Hat Man, saying he's gonna summon Hat Man at 3 a.m. as a reference to all those people who would make those sleep paralysis demon summoning videos. So I'm very curious as to what this is. Okay, it's saying that he doesn't like the Hat Man because a kid used it to insult him. Used the name the Hat Man to insult him, which is not true, but it's kind of along the lines. It is really odd that they thought that this would be a question people had. Okay, so according to this, scare forms in my franchise evolve over time and with dedication. Tim, took 400 years to get his current scary form to be effective. The word evolve is interesting, because it kind of implies that, like, you start off not scary and then you try really hard and all of a sudden you're scary now. But I can understand why I got confused by that. Okay, some of these are getting, like, psychological. This one is, how does Jim cope with being neglected? And then it gives us in-depth psychoanalysis of how he uses revenge to make up for his feelings of neglect. Why is the AI giving a psychiatrist analysis to Tim D. Cade, the fear demon? Now it's interesting because the AI itself is, like, decently effective. However, like, why do we need that? Why are we putting AI everywhere? You could just watch the video. It's 10 minutes long, and you need an AI to summarize the video? Most of it's jokes. AI is famously terrible at understanding jokes. Final thoughts are, it's effective at its purpose, but its purpose is so stupid that it doesn't matter how effective it is, because nobody actually needs its help. AI's dumb.